Opening your eyes, pressing through your sitting bones, lifting up through your core. And then taking your arms wide. And then you're going to bring the right arm under the left, bend at the elbows. Bring your palms together, or the backs of the forearms. Lifting the elbows up to shoulder height. And as you squeeze the elbows in towards each other, feel that spread of the shoulder blades. And then just lower your chin slightly. And stretch it come to the top of the shoulders. Inhale. And as you exhale, take the arms wide again. And then you're going to cross them the other way. Does anybody know, it says Pep English, who wants to join the meeting, who I don't know.
You could always send them a message and ask who they are.
That's far too sensible, Vicky. So if I sorry to interrupt everyone, but if I send it in the normal chat and I haven't admitted them, they can still see it, or?
Next to the button that says...
Oh, message, yeah, thank you. But now, if you come back to, if you have your strap with you, I'll just keep talking to you on it. And take the strap in both hands. So you're still seated. And take the hands out wide. And you're going to, on the inhale, lift your arms up. And then exhale, you're going to bring the arms down behind you. And then using your breath, oh, that's too big. As you go up. So use your breath, inhale up, exhale, down, inhale. So you want to feel that you're not too short on the strap, so you're having to bend one arm to get the shoulders round. So just helping to warm up through the rotator cuff there. Oh well. So bringing the shoulders away from the ears. Okay, and coming back, arms in front of you, take the strap away, coming onto your hands and knees. So tabletop position, tuck your toes under. And then as you inhale, you're going to press up through the palms, straight arms, and then look up. As you keep the chest coming between the arms, tip your tailbone up. And then exhale, so cat-cow. Rounding through the back, feel the shoulder blade spread, tuck your tailbone under, and use your breath just a few times, inhaling to look up. Exhale. Curling. Okay, then coming into down dog. So We're going to stay in down dog for 10 breaths to start feeling into the shoulders. So making sure your fingers are well placed. So spreading them, index finger pointing forward. Press the thumb and index finger firmly down. Lift your hips. And firstly, just come up onto your toes. Bend your knees slightly. Squeeze your hips. So you want to try and tip your tailbone up. Relax your head. So not that it's dangling right down, but the ears are between your arms. And feel that length up the spine. Start to feel the side body stretching as well. And then if it feels good for your legs, some people it's better for your back if you keep your knees bent, but you can take the thigh bones back and lower the heels towards the mat. Keeping that length up from the palms to the tailbone. Pressing the index finger and the thumb down. If you're tight through your shoulders, you'll tend to roll onto the outside edge of your hands. So you want to avoid that to save your wrists. 2 more breaths. And then coming into child's pose, knees wide, toes touching. Sit back towards your heels. If you need to pull a little towel or whatever into the back of the knee joint to help open if they're a bit tight, but forehead, tip of the nose on the mat. Press the palms down, lift your forearms, so active child's pose. And as you press the palms down, slide them away from you. Feel that lengthening through the spine. Trying to almost tuck the tailbone down a little. But keep it active. Then coming up to bring your knees under your hips, tuck your toes under, and if you have 2 blocks, very good. If not, you can have a couple of cushions or a towel roll, whatever, because what we're going to do is stretch through the tops of the arms. So if you have the 2 blocks, you'll just put them where your elbows are going to go. Otherwise, you can just put the towel roll in front and put your elbows up on that. So you're going to firstly hips up, tip the tailbone up, put your elbows onto the blocks or the towel roll, and then you want to try and press your palms together. And if you're on a single towel roll, because your head can go between the blocks, but obviously that's not going to happen if you're in a towel roll. So you might find your head on the towel, but that's fine. It's about sinking the heart. You can tuck your toes under to help keep activity in the legs there. So trying to just relax the head down, sink the chest down, tip the tailbone up. You feel more through the backs of the arms. And the shoulders. Okay, then coming back up to hands and knees. Push your prop away from you a little. Place your palms on the block. And then same action that we're just going to sink the heart down. This is Anahartasana. So the Anahata is your heart chakra. We've not talked about those, but that's another whole world anyway. So palms down, sink the chest down. Again, if you can relax the head down, but if not, you can just hold the head between the arms. Tip your tailbone up. And relax into this if you can. You'll feel it very strong through the tops of the arms. Okay, then inhale, coming up, and come to stand at the front of your mat. So as with all the sequences that I do, that we do a lot of the poses that are the same, but if I tell you to focus on one part of your body, it's actually more powerful in that respect, that you'll see that in any which way we move, you can, if you pay attention to that part of the body, that's where your energy will head towards. So that's why I'm saying we're focusing on shoulders. So you're going to think clearly as we lift our arms into Urdhva Hastasana. You've got that length up through the whole body, but now that your hands are raised over your head before your palms come together, you want to lift up, so feel that you're pressing down through your feet, lifting up through your thighs, your core, your chest, and as the arms reach away from you, then you want to plug the arm bones down. That means slide the shoulder blades down your back, bring your palms together, and then as you press your palms into each other, look up, and that means to lift the chest, curl the upper back. Now exhale, take the arms wide, feel your shooting stars for your fingertips, so now stretching the shoulders out wide, tip the hips up and float into Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale to Ardha Uttanasana. Now feeling as you press into the shins, extend the chest and feel that length in the arms. You tip your tailbone up. So you can feel your hamstrings in the back of the legs, but bring your attention to your shoulders and how they're drawing. As you draw your crown of your head away from your tailbone, you can feel how the shoulders are stretching away from your neck. Exhale, palms down. Stepping back, rolling forward into plank. Pause here. Hug the shins and the thighs towards each other. Come onto the balls and tops of your toes. Hug the forearms towards each other. Roll the elbow forward. Now push up and out between your shoulder blades. Hug the outer hips. And then start to bend the elbows, reach the chest forward, lowering to the mat. Inhale, cobra. Again, elbows drawing down towards your waist. Feel that upper back curl. You sink the hips. Exhale, tuck your toes, lift your hips into down dog. Take 3 breaths. Again, feeling as we were earlier, the placing of the hands. This is because there's an external rotation through the top of the arms here. So you want to counterbalance that with pressing the finger and thumb in. Inhale, up on your toes, bend your knees, look forward. Step, hop, jump forward to Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Plug the arm bones in, palms together. Exhale, hands to heart center. So 2 more. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, palms down, step back. Lowering through Chaturanga. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale to down dog. 3 breaths. Inhale, up on your toes, bend your knees, look forward. Come forward to Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands to heart center. Stepping back into warrior 2. So left foot goes back, right foot points forward. Left foot parallel to the back of the mat, sink through the right knee. So making sure you're feeling that the torso is facing to the side, sinking through the hips, keep the right knee above right ankle, take your arms wide. Now you're going to bring the arms into cactus, so bending at the elbows but keeping the upper arm in line with the shoulders. And squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other, so keep the upper arms in line with the shoulders, don't drop them down, we'll do that next. So squeeze them towards each other. Turn your head to the right, sink through the right knee. Keep that squeeze, keep the chest lifting. Take the arms wide, turn your feet to the other way, so left side, warrior two. Sink through the left knee, squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other, cactus arms. My tummy's gurgling. And then squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other. Look over towards your left shoulder. Keep sinking through the left knee. Inhale, arms go wide again, keep the arms up, turn to warrior two, other side. Sinking down through the right knee, cactus arms. This time you're going to lower the elbows just slightly, so now you can squeeze, rather than we were squeezing here the tops of the shoulders towards each other. Now as you lower the elbows slightly, you're going to squeeze the mid back. So elbows go back, shoulders away from ears, and then squeeze the shoulder blades in the mid back. Pay attention to your right knee as you'll focus on your arms. You might forget what the legs are doing. Looking over to the right. Inhale. How the arms feeling? A little bit tired. Turn left side, warrior two. Sink back into warrior two. Squeeze. Arms go wide. Squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other. Come into cactus. Lower the elbows slightly. Squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other. So squeezing the mid back. Looking to the left. And as your shoulders start to get tired, you feel that your shoulders will start to hunch. You're going to want the traps, like the big boys, to do all the work. So you want to fine tune into the smaller muscles. So pay attention to what's happening with your body. So last one each side. Okay, so warrior two again, turn to the right. Arms go wide, squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other, shoulders away from ears, cactus arms, and then this time draw the elbows right down and then squeeze the elbows behind your back towards each other. So this should be bringing the tips of your shoulder blades towards each other. Keep the warrior two legs, keep that lift up through the core, turn your head towards the right. Keep that squeeze, elbows coming back towards each other. Inhale, take the arms wide, last side. Left side, warrior two, sink through the left knee. Arms go wide, shoulders away from ears, squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other, bring the elbows, or cactus arms, but then bring the elbows almost behind your back, look to the left. Inhale. Turn your feet parallel, bring your hands to your hips, relax your shoulders, lift up through your thighs, and just get length back in your spine, just feel your shoulders relaxing. Okay, turning right foot forward and come up onto the ball of the left foot. So we're going to do high lunge, sink through the right knee and lift through that back thigh. Come forward, place the left palm down, length through, so push through the palms, strong through the arms, so nice long straight arm, and then reach the chest forward, squeeze the thighs to the midline, turn the right hand to lift up. So even in this position, shoulders away from ears, so you're sliding the shoulder blades down towards your waist. Squeeze the thighs to the midline, don't let that right knee fold out. Okay, then exhale, palms down. Step back to down dog. Just shake your head a little. Loosen the top of the neck. Okay, then inhale, left leg lifts, bring the left foot between your hands, feet hip distance apart. Come up into high lunge on the left side. So sink through the left knee, lift up through the back thigh. Reach the chest forward as you squeeze the thighs to the midline. Bring the right palm down under the right shoulder. And then lengthen the right arm, reach the top arm, left arm up, and reaching those top things away, give you spread through the shoulder blades, shoulders away from ears, and then rotate through the neck to look up. If your neck's really tight, then whenever we're in this position, you can just look forward. You don't have to turn up. But only turn the head up if you're able to slide your shoulder blades down your back. It gives length in the cervical vertebrae. Exhale, palms down. Then step forward, hands to hips. Relax your head, bend your knees, and then just ragdoll for a moment. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, hands to heart center. We're going to come into Gomukhasana, which is cow face, but we're just going to do the arms. So from here, we're going to lift. So have your left palm facing forward, and then lift the arm up to touch the shoulder blade. And then you're going to take the right arm with the palm facing back, bend at the elbow, and then see if you can take hold of the fingers. If you can't, you can have your strap just hang it over your shoulder. The same thing, touching the shoulder with the left palm. And then if you can't reach up, you'll just hold on to the strap. So then you can pull the hands away from each other, and you want to try and have externally rotating the top of this shoulder, and the tricep here will want to swing out to the side. So you want to try and externally rotate the top of the arm, so roll it out so the elbow comes more towards your face, and then take it back. Lift up through the core, so nice and tall. This is helping to counteract all these seated positions. Maybe you cycle a lot as well, maybe you're folded forward. Okay, exhale, release. Put the strap on the other side if you think you'll need it. Okay, right arm up, palm touches your shoulder blade, left arm palm behind you, and you'll always find, this is me, but I'm right-handed, so this side is much harder to reach. I can't reach so much here. So hold on to the strap if that's you, and then rolling the tricep out so you can bring it back behind your ear. Oh, that's the direction you're heading. And as you lift the right arm up, you should feel the stretch in the left shoulder. So you want to keep that lift up through the core, pelvic floor, navel to spine. Okay, exhale, release, take the strap away, come down onto the mat. And then we're going to come into, use your blocks or your towel roll. And then we're going to come up into down dog. And then we're going to come down onto our forearms, but clasp your hands together, and the towel roll or block is in front of my hands. So you're still in down dog legs, you're up on your toes more, lift your hips as high as you can, so squeeze the thighs to the midline, tip the tailbone up, press up through your shoulders, so you'll push through your forearms Get that lift in your shoulders, shoulders away from ears. And we're going to dip forward. So this might be enough for you here. If you can, you're going to come forward and touch your block or your towel with your forehead or the tip of your nose. You want to keep that lift up, pushing up through the forearms, and use your core. So here, the thighs will keep active. So lift the kneecaps, squeeze the thighs to the midline. Use your breath. So you want to keep space at the top of the shoulders. Keep pressing through the forearms. Just come to wherever you feel it's enough. And then you can come into child's pose. And I'm going to do 2 more. So drop the knees. Come into child's pose. But now, rest the forehead on the mat. Bring your arms behind you. So you're resting the backs of the hands onto the mat. Okay, then coming into rabbit. So bring your knees together. Come up onto your toes, so your heels are pointing up. And you want to place the back of your head on the mat. So you'll find, so be very careful when we're working through the neck here, but it's just a little stretch. So place the top of your head down, but you want to roll. You can keep your hands beside you, just roll over the top of the head. But just you're still using your core, so you're not just dumping down into the crown of the head. And to come into rabbit, you'll hold the heels, and then you might want to bring your head in a little, lift your hips up, so it's straight arms, so it's pulling the shoulders away from your ears, and then sit back towards your heels, and come up. And one last thing is forearm plank, so you can have your forearms parallel, palms down, or you can clasp your hands, whichever you find is easier. But you'll take, so have your shoulders above your elbows, take your feet back on your toes, squeeze your thighs to the midline, and then roll the chest forward again, so you're pressing up through the forearms. Squeeze the outer hips towards each other, so don't allow the hips to sink or not too high. And look just in front of your hands. 10, 9, 8, 7. Keep pushing up between the shoulder blades, so you'll feel as you're pressing through the elbows, your shoulder blades are spreading. Keep the thighs active, shins squeezing towards each other. 3, 2, 1. Lifting up, drop your knees, and then come to sit. Okay, so inhaling deeply, exhaling completely. Close your eyes. Bring your hands to your heart center, lowering your head, opening your eyes. Namaste. And today, well, this week's a good week because I'm actually seeing real live people tomorrow night. So my yoga for sport class, 7 p.m. is full, and then I've got almost full for my beginner yoga course, which starts after that. So we're all socially distanced, but so in celebration, I have leggings that remind me of different things. So these were the leggings that I wore on the first session that we all had all those months ago. So it's a memory that I was absolutely terrified. So how far we've come, and some of you have not even seen your faces, but just want to say thank you for the past few months, and I'm still going. We'll still be doing this as long as you want it, but just to say that I'm very grateful and hope you have a lovely day and see you tomorrow.
Thanks, Emma.
Have a good one.